Whoa! This is the Yewllusion on the 25th anniversary of the Northridge earthquake, reporting to you live, or in recorded fashion, live to tape in Malibu, California. So 25 years ago, my buddy and I were doing the rewrite of our novel called Wow, and we were here in Southern California. We were living in Flagstaff at the time, and I think we were transitioning up to Portland, Oregon. We were here posted up in California doing an edit. I was here, we had my girlfriend's Jeep Cherokee at the time. We had a satchel full of goodies, if you know what I mean, bongs and ounces and all sorts of other stuff. We were rolling around with this Apple IIe computer, you know, one of the square ones where you could plug the keyboard in, but it had the disk drive in it. One of those, because there was no laptops back then. We're rolling around with like this whole computer setup. We're editing our novel. My buddies fully got deep pockets at the time, so we're like not shorted any resources. We're rolling around. We're here in Malibu. We're staying at the some hotel. I forget what it was called. And people are bugging us, dude, because they know we have all the goods. They know we've got the party kit. Because we rolled Fear and Loathing style. Like, we were full devotees of that whole concept of hotel rooms, bags full of drugs and chaos, and just being as crazy as you could possibly be. But people were bugging us, so we're like, let's split Malibu and let's go over the hill, dude. No one will be able to find us in the valley, dude. We'll go get a hotel room in the valley, dude. We'll be totally like safe, and we can do our thing, man. Because you know, when you're sitting on a stash and you're trying to get some work done, dude, the last thing you need is like hangers on, and we had all sorts of hangers on going on. So we boogie over to the valley, dude. We're posted up in this hotel room right off of there, off on Ventura Boulevard, maybe Valley Circle, somewhere over there, close by, man. Close by. Right over there. Calabasas, but not quite Calabasas. I forget, whatever that zone is there. East of Valley Circle. On the south side there. In like a Comfort Inn or something like that. You know, one of those 4-story hotels. So we're up there, man, and we're doing our thing, ripping bong heads, doing drugs, doing whatever we're doing. Working on our novel. It's the middle of the night, dude. We're passed out. The big one hits. It's the big one. We're both Cali kids. We know it's the big one. The whole place is exploding. Beds are bouncing. Stuff's bouncing. We're bouncing. But so me and my buddy pop up in bed. He's over in his bed. I'm in mine. And we pop up and we look at it. We just make eye contact. We're like, oh boy, this is the big one. And like, if you know, we were in like the kind of building that like it's meant to collapse, dude. It's just like one of those, like the medium-sized buildings are the dangerous ones. The tall ones are fine and the little wooden houses are fine, but those medium like buildings, those are the ones that collapse. So we know, man, it's the big one, dude. Yeah, everything's going crazy. It's madness. It's an earthquake. If you haven't been in an earthquake, you don't know what I'm talking about. It's the raddest ride ever. It's just like being on like a bucking bronco. Except things are going crazy, exploding and bouncing around and moving. But we're watching our computer on the bar, and it's bouncing. It's bouncing, like jumping off the bar, and it's bouncing. And we know if the thing goes off the edge and explodes into 1,000 pieces, like we're in big trouble because we probably didn't back anything up, dude. It wasn't our style back then. And we're watching it bounce, and it gets right to the edge and teeter-totters. I mean, I'm not joking. It just teeter-tottered on the edge and stabilized. We hop up, get the computer all secured. We go and we look out the window, dude. We're ripping bong hits. We're doing our thing. And we're like, well, what should we do? And I'm like, dude, we nothing. That was the big one, bro. Like, we stay right here, dude. We can't go anywhere. And so we boogie down to the lobby, right? We go down to the lobby, and dude, everybody from the hotel's there, and they're in the lobby, dude, and everybody's like, what do we do? And people were like checking out and leaving and stuff. And I'm like, dude, we're not going anywhere, dude. We're staying right here, dude. Like if that was the big one, the freeways are broken and the whole thing, I just knew, right? Because I'd been in Loma Prieta. I'd been in the Loma Prieta and I felt the intensity of it. And I was like, dude, it's done. It's done. Let's just, and so we're sitting in this like lobby, one of those big atrium lobbies, right? And I look up and there's like one of those like chandeliers on like a 10-foot, 12-foot like chain, and it's swinging. It's doing this crazy circle thing because of the aftershocks. It's just spinning. And I look up and I'm like, dude, we need to get out of this room because that thing's sketchy, dude. And I'm like, let's just go back up to our room and like rip bong hits and drink some beer and stuff. Like, we're not going anywhere. Let all these people like flip out, do their thing. So we go back up and it's Aftershock City all night long. It's just crazy aftershocks, whatever. We get up in the morning, we sleep in, we get up. And I'm like, all right, dude, like, let's go try to like get some supplies, dude. Because like I said, I'd been in Loma Prieta in 89. Like, I knew the drill. I was like, dude, let's go get supplies, but let's get beer, dude. We're going to need lots of beer for this assignment. And so we get up, we go down, the hotel is deserted. I mean, there's no one even working there. It's completely deserted. And I'm like, dude, I got to rewind it back a little bit. So after we're in the lobby, dude, I'm like, dude, we got to go get my girlfriend's car from the subterranean parking, dude. And is that later? No, that's later. Never mind. Rewind it forward back. So we get up in that morning. We get up. We go, and it's madness and the whole thing. And I'm like, dude, I gotta get. That's when I'm like, we gotta get my girlfriend's car from out downstairs. There's no electricity. That's right. There's no electricity anywhere in the hotel. The electricity's out everywhere, so it's dark. There's nothing going on. So we go. We have to go like one of those bad Stephen King novels, dude. We have to go down into the parking structure. It's pitch black. And we had parked as far down the bottom as in the corner as you can, of course. So we got to go there in the darkness, dude. And it's like one of those things when we go in like standing at the edge of the parking garage at the big hole. We're like, all right, dude, like, this could be it, man. Like, let's hope there's no big aftershock or earthquake while we go down, because it was still super active. Like, every half an hour, things are, madness. So we go down, we get the car out. It was a full adventure just going down into this thing to get the car. We get the car out, we park it up, and then we're like, all right, let's go get some supplies. So we go down, like, walk down the street to, like, the little strip mall. And we get in there, and everyone's just buying, like, the water and stuff. And I'm like, Alan, this is the deal. Nobody's going to just buy beer, dude. So we go and we buy like 4 cases of beer. We get a bunch of beer, chips and stuff, and basics, dude. What we need water for, dude? We're in our 20s, dude. Fear and loathing, dude. We don't need any water. So we get all this beer. We go and on the way in, and we'd passed by there was like a bagel shop, and there was a couple people in there like cleaning it up, dude, because it was like the big one. Everything was broken, stuff everywhere. And we knocked on the door, and they're like, oh, we're going to be open in 10 minutes. And so we come back with our beer. We're sitting at the table outside of the bagel shop, man. This is the hottest. So we're sitting there, we got all our stuff, we're waiting for the bagel shop to open. We talk to the girls, and we're sitting there, and there's like one like a parking spot, and these 2 Mercedes come from different directions and come whipping into the park, like right in front of the bagel shop, and they almost hit each other, and they pop out, and these two Valley Super Jews with their families like pop out of their like cars, dude, like out of their Mercedes, black Mercedes, like San Fernando Valley Super Jews, dude, in Calabasas or wherever we were, dude. And they hop out and they just walk right past us and go right to the door, and are like, boom, and it's like right as the chick's opening it, and they're just in, and the chick's like, they were here first, and they're like, nah, and we're like, dude, it's fine, man, like, whatever. So we get we get in line. There's a couple other people in, like, right, you know, because we're cool, dude. We know the girls are going to give us some bagels, man. And so we're in there, and the one of the super Jews is like, I want to buy all the bagels. And they're like, the girls are like, no. You can buy like 10 or something. And they're like, no, I'm buying them all. And he like breaks out his money, and she's like, no. Look at all the people here. You're not buying all the bagels, dude. And this dude gets crazy, dude. Oh, my house. My house is broken. We're gonna die. Full end of the earth type of stuff, dude. It was the hottest, dude. And it starts this thing where these people are like in line, like, fuck you, man. Get out of here, dude. Just take your 10 bagels and split. And the chick's like, I don't want your money. Here's your 10 bagels. Like, get out of here, dude. And this dude's like flipping out, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Full drama in the bagel shop with the San Fernando Valley Super Jews, dude. Oh, it's too epic. I mean, dude, it just was so stereotyped, dude. I'm not. What can I say, dude? It's just the way it went down. And so we get our bagels, we boogie back up to our place, and we hunker down up in this hotel room for like 3 days. We don't go anywhere. We got plenty of beer, we got plenty of drugs, we got plenty of food. We just hang out, dude. And finally, we're like, the power comes back on and stuff. And we're like, oh, okay, the power came back on. Like, I guess it's time to go. So we go downstairs. And we're like, you know, we're leaving. And we go to the front desk, like, to check out. Like, we're like, hey, we're checking out. And there's a dude there who's like, who are you guys? And we're like, oh, we've been up in this room up there on the top, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, well, everybody left days ago. We just figured you did too. We checked you out. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, see ya. Well, right on, man. Like, killer, dude. Like, we split and went back to the boo. That's what I did during the Northridge Craig. Ripped bong hits, drank beers, and watched people fight over bagels. We're due for a new big one, dude. Fired up about that, man. Earthquakes are, I'll tell you, besides the like destruction, like earthquakes are a pretty rad experience. I remember, on a final note, I remember being in this geology class of an NAU, and this teacher was like teaching earthquakes, right? And he's like, I've never been in an earthquake. I was like, I was in Loma Prieta. He's like, you know how rare it is to be in a gnarly earthquake like that? Little did that guy know I've got two big ones in my life, man. 2 major earthquakes. And I'll tell you what, Los Angeles versus Santa Cruz, different worlds when it comes to dealing with disaster. Let me tell you, you want to be in Santa Cruz, California when this shit hits the fan, man. Very mellow up there. I should tell you the Loma Prieta story. Very cool scene. Nobody fighting over bagels. Everybody getting along. Pretty rad scene. Anyway, on that, man, if you're into this channel and what we're doing, don't forget to support it, dude. There's a link down below. Put some money in the account. Keeps the the lights on here in the dream, people. All right, Yewllusion signing out. Did I have anything else to add? No. I know. Oh, there's an Etsy link if you want to get some stickers, man, or buy some art. Get with the program and just vibrate positivity out there, people.